Today's horoscope, Capricorn September 28, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With Venus now a guest in your social sector until October 17th. With this transit, Venus plays a supportive role in your life, and you'll find it natural to express your feelings and attract what you want into your life in the weeks ahead. While you're finding your friendships or networking quite fulfilling in general, your desire to get on top of your chores or work can also be compelling. This can leave you on the fence or feeling that you're not going to have fun if you make a choice. There is an escapist or avoidant tendency today as Venus and Jupiter form a minor clashing aspect. You can feel restless with routines, and you don't feel up for drama or demanding situations either. Do what you can to lighten your load for now and consider choosing something and running with it rather than getting stuck in a state of discontent or limbo. Whenever sweet Venus swims through Scorpio, you feel especially charged up. This is because even though you are usually more practical and strategic in your personal or romantic life, her visit to this water sign cranks up the passion in your life. You could experience a more erotic edge to interactions now, regardless if single or attached. Getting deep in relationships is favored at this time, rather than casual flirtations or hookups. Complete and total desire are on the menu. Know what you deserve and go forth on the pursuit to find it. What helps you feel empowered in your career path? Reflect on what motivates you to be strong and driven when the moon in Leo sextiles the sun in Libra. As of right now, your professional legacy will be the main focus throughout the remainder of Libra's season. As you consider what you want to do, you may also recall what you have already accomplished. It is essential to remind yourself where your power comes from. You have the strength, resources, and tenacity to do whatever you want with your career path. Remember that. It's a good idea to increase your strength at this time. Whatever you normally do for physical exercise, focus on strength building. If you run, try to increase the strength in your upper body to take some of the burden off your hips. If you typically do yoga, substitute weightlifting once a week to increase your ability to hold a pose in the future. If you favor one side of your body, strengthen the weaker side this month. The hour has come to re-establish friendly relations with some of the people who you have had problems with in the past and who you collaborate with. Indeed, the vibrations this week will be strongly encouraging you to tighten the relationships you have on your team. In your sentimental life, you won't be able to help rekindling the warmth of the relationships you have with those close to you. It's true that things have progressed as quickly as you hoped they would, but the current inertia around you can be explained by the fact that there are some misunderstandings between you and those around you, most notably in your emotional life. With Mercury's departure from your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery yesterday, all planetary activity here has ceased until June 2025. However, the moon will continue to return every 4 weeks and is just 2 days away from its next visit. With ongoing planetary activity in a playful and creative part of your chart, as Mercury begins his first full day in your career sector and with Jupiter's influence on the job front increasing, this can prevent life from becoming all work and no play. Fortunately, the lunar nodes are still monitoring your work and life balance. In the final hours of the moon's first visit to your relationship sector since Mars returned, it finds itself in the wrong place at the right time today. A clash with Pluto for the first time since he retrograded back into Capricorn might push some old buttons, but a friendly aspect to Neptune, in retrograde motion in your communication sector, will make it easier to give your emotional responses, relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Daily Planetary Overview. How can you have the best of both worlds when it comes to love? Today's cosmic energy might make you feel a bit torn. With the moon in Leo squaring Venus in Scorpio, you could find yourself wanting two very different things: deep, intense intimacy on one hand, and light, carefree fun on the other. It might seem like you have to choose between these two desires, but the truth is, you don't. The key lies in finding balance. Love doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be both intimate and joyful, passionate yet playful. Have you ever had a relationship where you felt both fully connected and still able to laugh and be silly together? That's the energy you can embrace today. Sometimes, we forget how powerful that sense of connection is. When life feels overwhelming, it's easy to pull away and try to handle everything solo. But the truth is, we often find clarity and strength through others. Have you ever had a problem that felt unmanageable until you talked it out with someone close to you, and suddenly, it didn't seem so overwhelming? That's the kind of support that's available to you now. Don't be afraid to reach out for it. You might also find yourself involved in a lot of discussions or joint activities right now, and it's easy to get swept up in the excitement of sharing your thoughts. Your passion is admirable, but be mindful of how you're coming across. Have you ever been in a situation where you were so eager to make your point that it came off as a bit overbearing? We've all been there. Today, it's important to stay open to other people's opinions and avoid the temptation to push your viewpoint too hard. Being a bit more diplomatic can prevent unnecessary conflict and help you foster better relationships, both personally and professionally. In fact, today is ripe with opportunities for positive experiences and meaningful connections. You have a natural charm and openness right now that's drawing people to you, so enjoy it. Whether it's meeting new people or deepening existing relationships, this is a great time to embrace socializing. Have you noticed how sometimes the simplest interactions can lead to exciting opportunities? Keep an open mind. You never know where a casual conversation might lead. Maybe you'll make a new friend, or perhaps you'll deepen a bond with someone special. Helping others is also highlighted today, and there's a strong chance that your kindness will come back to you in unexpected ways. Have you ever noticed that when you give selflessly, people are more than willing to return the favor? A conversation with someone special is on the horizon, and it could have a very rewarding and positive outcome. This could be the perfect time to address something that's been on your mind or to strengthen a relationship that matters to you. On the practical side of things, if you've been working toward a big goal or project, today's energy supports turning your ideas into reality. But remember, it's important to allocate your resources wisely and not get too carried away by the excitement of a breakthrough. Have you ever gotten so caught up in the momentum of something going well that you overlooked the details? Today's message is about staying grounded and making sure you have a solid plan in place. Don't hesitate to accept advice from Authorsa Euro. It could make all the difference in achieving your goals. At the same time, trust in your own abilities. Your influence and input are more valuable than you realize, so don't doubt yourself. However, when it comes to financial matters, you might want to be extra cautious today. If you've been absorbed in your own world or feeling distracted, this isn't the time to dive into complicated deals or take on risky investments. Have you ever rushed into a decision because it felt urgent, only to regret it later? That's the kind of energy you want to avoid today. Stick to the essentials and resist the temptation to overextend yourself. The good news is that your financial instincts will bounce back into Euro. This is just a momentary pause to reassess. So, take a breath, focus on the basics, and know that things will smooth out soon. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Euro, where in your life are you feeling this push and pull between intensity and lightness, or between routine and spontaneity? Are there areas where you've been craving more balance? Maybe you've had an experience where opening up to someone changed your perspective, or perhaps you've been sitting on a creative project that's ready to come to life. Share your stories in the comments. Let's encourage each other to embrace this energy of balance, openness, and connection today. The universe is offering you the best of both worlds, and it's yours to explore.